What's your name? What's your question?
Hi, my name is Matthew, and I just want to start saying hello on behalf of my friends who couldn't make it here. I wanted to know, what was one of your favorite scenes from season 1 to film?
Okay, who wants to start? Charlie, your turn.
Unless you have something.
No, go ahead.
You know, it might be that scene that Vincent referenced earlier on. I always loved that episode 6. It's not. I don't hear it talked about much. You know, people often talk about the fight sequences or the overall journey of the characters, but when I remember reading episode 6 of the first season, and that moment where we communicate for the first time, I found it to be, I remember the hairs on the back of my neck stood up when I read it, and the way that it came about. You know, we weren't meeting, and it was over this walkie-talkie that had been kind of planted, and we had this long, slow conversation whilst I'm trapped in a basement with a Russian. And I've always felt that to be such a beautiful way to tell that first introduction. And we don't know each other yet, and we don't know, but we know we are antitheses, but also we're very similar. And I just remember really enjoying that, and we got to work together for the first time, and I just remember feeling like it was special. It felt special.
Thank you very much. Do you want to add anything?
Yeah, and for me, I mean, there were a lot of scenes like I feel the same way about the scene that Charlie was just talking about. And there were a lot of scenes like that where it might not seem like they were particularly, like to you guys, it was a particularly intense day or anything, but for personal reasons and for what was going on inside us at the moment, it was pretty cool. And so there were a lot of moments like that for me. It's just, when I think of the Netflix show, I think of 2 scenes. And that's the scene with Charlie in prison in the 2nd season.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
With us.
Me and me, yeah, in the 2nd season. And then, because that was the first time we were face to face with our characters' stuff.
Yeah.
Pent up inside us. It was the first time we were able to get out how we really feel.
Yeah.
And so that stands out big for me. And then the other one was with Deborah. She comes to Fisk's penthouse and tries to intimidate him. And Deborah's quite an actress. She's not to be messed with, believe me. And that will always stand out in my mind, because Deborah and I never had a scene together other than that. We had a dream sequence that lasted like 2 seconds, and it didn't really feel like a scene, but that was a real scene with real dialogue, and it had a whole, 2 seasons before it to build to that moment. It's like the scene with Charlie. There's a combination of things that go on when you're an actor. You need a scene partner. You can't do it on your own to elevate you, to elevate the scene, to elevate the story. You need a scene partner for that. And in those 2 times, my scene partner showed up in this amazing way. And so I'll never forget Charlie in that scene. I don't even think of me in the scene. I think of Charlie in the scene. And when I think of the scene with Deborah, I think of Deborah in the scene. That doesn't happen all the time in our business.
Good question. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.